Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, baby mums and baby dads, welcome back to another episode of Take It to the Rim podcast with myself, Rods, aka possible free agent. Just waiting to see what KD and Kyrie do. You know, I'm in talks with a few teams. See what their fan base is saying. I got a man like LA Jules in the building.
Back again, baby. You know how we do.
Again. And today we have special guest. We have the Out of Bounds show. They have come here.
Pew, 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 pew.
A long time, bro. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
We're happy to be here, man. Very happy.
Yeah, man. You guys introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm your boy Bodu, North London's finest. Yeah.
Yeah, my name is FYD. I'm not gonna do the North London's finest nonsense.
He thinks it. Not that, you know, get to know this brother. He's more arrogant than you. 110%. The Nigerian in him is strong, bro.
Nah, strong. All the finest, you ain't gotta say it. They know it. Tribe. Half Europe or half Equator.
Okay.
Damn. Strong.
The force is strong with this
Strong,
one.
bro.
And yeah, I'm Kemsy, the biggest Miami Heat fan in the world and biggest Lakers hater. So yeah, welcome to the
My
show.
man.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Oh,
welcome you.
Oh, we're gonna be spitting today.
Yes. Oh yeah, you gonna love what we're gonna. He's about to go off.
I saw the topic because I was happy, bro. I was
He's
happy.
about to go off. So before we get into the topics what we're discussing, first things first. Well, you've gone and obviously said it is what team do you support and why?
I'll go first. I support the Lakers. Before I even really understood basketball, I just remember my uncle and my dad talking about Shaq and Kobe, and they went on a three-peat. So from the year 2000 to 2003, it was Lakers, purple and gold, and obviously I just supported them ever since. Yeah, since I got into, and then when I got into it, I think we lost to the Celtics in the finals, and then went back to back. So I started off with good memories. It ain't been so good recently, but we'll get back there.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I support Houston.
No, I went Houston, and then the thing is like, I felt the bass go from your voice as he said it.
My brother, you did suffer.
Did you not hear the way he said it?
It's been some hard times recently, man.
Ooh.
We had James Harden, but now we got Jalen Green. But, you know, future brat. No, I support. I do. Future brat. The future's brat. Jalen Green's he a bucket. Yeah, sorry, but I support Houston because I got family from there. I used to support the Orlando Magic when I first started watching basketball. Then my aunt, she bullied me realistically and said it doesn't make sense to support a team that no one is from. Support Houston.
She didn't bully you again.
You know what's ironic? The most ironic thing is now they all support Dallas and I'm the only one that supports Houston.
I don't blame him. Luke is amazing.
Yeah,
They supported. They did this before Luka. They did this after Dirk. Before James Harden left, before Luke, I don't know, man.
Questionable timing, man.
Yeah, it was.
They're Cowboys fans now. They stopped supporting the Texans.
Oh, them on
That's even worse.
right there.
That's a real howler.
Man, you gotta love it, Texas. Sorry.
Yeah, as I said, I'm a Miami Heat supporter. I think I started watching basketball when I was about 5 years old. I didn't really have any family that watched it, but I remember I just saw it on YouTube, just surfing the internet. And I saw Dwayne Wade. I didn't actually watch the finals that year. I think I got into it this summer. So I saw D Wade's performance and I was like, this guy's kind of cold. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like this guy. And from there, I've always been a D Wade supporter, and that morphed into just me becoming a Miami supporter as well. So yeah, now we're here.
Well, that's good.
Ring soon come, man. soon come.
We don't believe you. Jimmy can only take you so far.
No, you know what?
Jimmy's got nothing next
No,
to
you
him.
know what? I don't believe you.
I looked at him like,
I feel like you guys are so close, but then you're kind of far at the same time.
blame
We need a
Bam.
piece. We need a piece.
Yeah, I fully
I
do.
do
Yeah,
blame
there's a
Bam.
lot to do with him.
I
Wait,
very
you
much-
see, you blame. Thank
Bam's
God
a
you even
tease,
said that
bro.
because do you know? Listen,
Basketball player I've seen in my life, man.
this guy is meant to be the second best player on your team.
Mm.
The guy, the way he's been performing,
He can't guarantee you 20 points in a playoff game.
And I couldn't
That's
understand
scary
why.
to me.
He can't
Your
guarantee
number 2 guy
20
should
in the
guarantee you
regular
at least
season,
a
bro.
20 piece. You know what I'm saying?
especially when it comes season.
Nah, you can't do it.
Like, but I just feel like I don't know. Like his skill set is off.
You think so? I think he's got the skills. He's just not using them.
But that's why it's
It's a
like
mentality to me.
it's like he's very timid or he's hesitant
Yeah.
because it's like all regular season you'll be taking mid ranges, taking those shots like them shots. Okay, I'll say all right, cool. You're getting a rhythm. I think you're doing this all for regular season so that when come postseason you're comfortable with that shot.
Yeah.
And then he just got cold feet.
Yeah. Man will just be open at the free throw line, just shaking the ball. It's like, no one's in front of you, brother. Take that
Take
shot.
the
bro.
shot.
Take
Even
that shot.
driving in, I can't remember the last time I saw him do a spin move in the playoffs. But
Big, powerful man.
Bro, I tell you what
right
was
there.
mad, yeah? Bro, I saw this guy in the playoffs. I think he was posting, it was Jaylen Brown, and he faded out. I'm like,
I remember that.
and then he just airballed it. I'm like, brother, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you've got him, you're right by the flipping the rim, and you're backing away and then fading out. Like, oh.
He loses his head in the playoffs. That's why I can't.
In the bubble, he did his thing, though. In the bubble, he really did his thing.
Yeah,
Like, he
but
held
it's
it up.
just
Yeah,
it's the
do you know
bubble.
it's-
Like that's
yeah.
real basketball right there. Like that's
TJ
like
Warren.
scrimmage to these guys, I guess.
TJ Warren was the guy, fam.
TJ Warren.
TJ
Almost
Warren.
averaged 40 points in the
He was
bubble.
MJ.
No, but Loki's a
Yeah,
bucket.
for real.
though. He's been a bucket
For real,
his
like
whole life. So he was due for a good series somewhere.
What did he do the next season?
He got injured.
Okay, what happened when he came back?
He hasn't been back.
Oh, okay. I'll
No, but Loki, no. If you follow his career, he's been a bucket where anywhere he's been.
he's a good player.
If I check the
Except from
numbers,
Phoenix, though.
if I check the
Bad, yeah.
numbers, I know I'm gonna be proven right. He was never
No,
ever
the
got-
bubble therefore has
Yeah,
a.
it
If there's no
fully
crowd,
gassed him.
yeah. If there's no crowd,
gassed
there's
him.
no one
It's
shouting or heckling you. Yeah, of course, you'll be able to focus on the game a little more.
It's scrimmage.
If Beasley was playing in the bubble,
No, but Beasley's nice. Don't do that.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Beasley was in the
Beasley-
bubble. He
Beasley's
would
a
have averaged
bucket.
35.
Beasley's
That's
a
a
bucket.
bucket.
Yeah.
But in the regular seasons, Beasley averaging 35.
No, but that's politics though. Don't do that. It's
We
politics.
all know why. Yeah.
He
We
did
all
his
know
thing
why.
at the Heat. He did his thing at the Heat, bro. He was like a legit baller, and then obviously the whole. Haven't you seen the Pivot podcast?
Yeah,
Where he's
that
crying
was
for
deep,
help,
man. That
Like,
was
he's
deep.
Yeah, that was
crying for
mad
help.
deep,
Yeah,
bro.
that was
He's
crazy.
been
innit?
put in a position where he can't succeed, bro. It's weird.
Nah, it's mad.
Yeah,
Filthy.
nah, it's a generals, man.
Yeah, I feel like even when he was at the Lakers, Bron should have just done him due diligence, bro.
Ron,
He should've
KD,
kept him.
someone should have just been able to like
They
talk to
should
the
have
coach and be like,
just
"This is
kept
the
him,
guy,
yeah.
bro." Yeah,
Especially KD, because he's boy.
Mm.
So I'm just like, wait, what's going on here?
It must be something else we don't know in it. But
Yeah, I
you
would
know,
Oh,
it is
definitely.
what it is.
So, there's only so much you can do as a player. There's only so much you can say. Like realistically, there's a certain point where, as much as you have your power and influence on the team, if the coaches, the GMs, the owners, everybody has their opinion on the player and they think a certain way about the player, and they've decided this is how it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's weird.
Done, yeah. The league can blackball you easily.
That's what happened to Melo.
Definitely. Even
So
Mark
he got
Jackson
back
as a
in
coach,
there.
he ain't been back.
Oh
And we're
yeah.
acting like he wasn't the reason Golden State are where they are right now.
Oh exactly. Yeah, yeah.
I've never had a
I
coaching
screamed
job
that.
since.
Not saying that I don't rate Steve Kerr,
Oh, he did his thing. He's done his
done his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but the blueprint was there.
And to be fair, anyone could have coached them teams, especially when KD was there. I feel like you could have put a civilian in
didn't
that
have to-
position,
yeah,
bro.
anyone
There was
Yeah.
there was
Yeah,
there were a
anyone.
few games where Draymond was coaching them. This is
Bro,
what I'm saying.
literally,
Like,
you just go out there, run, play some defense.
Nah,
You might do your
they
thing.
ran-
You're
I
gonna
think
be
that's
right.
o-
You're gonna
I
be
think
right.
That's an oversimplification.
You don't think so?
I think that's oversimplification.
Luke Walton coached them for what? He coached them to maybe I think 29 wins,
But Luke Walton coached.
and then he went to the Lakers. They did what?
But Luke
And he's
Walton-
to the Kings. They did
but
what?
Hold on. But that's a testament again of Luke Walton actually coaching them on the basis of what you said. Mark Johnson's already been there. He's built a foundation. Steve Kerr comes upon that foundation and builds upon it more.
Yeah.
It makes a whole system,
Yeah.
culture they all buy into. So now when he's out, if Luke Walton, Woodson, any coach steps in, they don't really drop off. Everything's still fine. No matter who's there. 'Cause they
But you
built
don't
a
think that's
system.
because of the core and because of the confidence that Mark Jackson instilled in Clay and Steph? Because you got to think
Again,
about it.
he
A
started
lot
it.
of coaches wouldn't have put Clay in that position, let him shoot those type of shots.
But that's what I'm saying. He starts.
Those were frowned upon back when we were playing, bro.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Again, he starts it. He starts with building up the foundation. He lets Steph be Steph. He lets Clay. Doesn't really let Clay do anything. Clay's just Clay. He's there. Draymond Green starts using him more. Like they got rid of Dave. Yeah, they did get rid of David Lee when Mark Jackson was there. They traded him that season. So David Lee.
No, he was still there when Steve
he
was
was
injured. Draymond stepped into the starting role. Yeah. That's when Draymond took the starting role from David Lee.
They traded David Lee next year. All right, cool. But yeah, he used Draymond Green. He wasn't really a fan of Draymond Green. He didn't really.
No, he did use Draymond Green, but Draymond Green wasn't as good as he was.
He wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
He didn't see Draymond Green the way Steve Kerr eventually saw Draymond Green to say you can play like this. He didn't. He didn't see.
No, but no one did until David Lee was injured. That's not Mark Jackson's fault. I wouldn't play a undersized power forward and start him in the league straight away until he proves he's meant to be.
Especially the way the game was back then as well.
Yeah. But I'm saying specifically to play the way he did. Again, I'm talking about that whole system, the way they play basketball, including when you added KD in. It's built by that, not necessarily just Steve Kerr and that coaching staff.
No, but the first thing we said was Steve Kerr done his thing. We're not taking that. I'm not gonna say Steve Kerr doesn't deserve the appreciation he gets. He's a Hall of Famer coach for sure. But I'm saying let's say you put Mark Jackson with Dame and CJ when they were both at Portland. I think those teams would have done even better. Do you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
But for some reason they don't want to hire Mark Jackson. Then from what I hear, it's about stuff that happens away from the court. His religion, him being so pro-black, him being in your face. That's what I've heard anyway. But like I said, I don't know. I'm not his boy.
So I used to agree with that. It used to be that stuff, but then like Doc Rivers is the same way. So
is he?
He doesn't. He's very
especially when it comes to like social justice.
Okay, I didn't know.
He's not. Mark Jackson's not the only coach in the league that's like that. As a black coach. So. You're right. Something else.
Maybe it was more of an extreme version of that. Then maybe something they just.
Maybe he don't want to.
He might have had certain opinions.
I don't think he wants to. Is there a need? You're commentating, getting peas. It's the stress of coming back.
Also, conspiracy theory. LeBron.
Oh gosh.
LeBron. After he made comments about his wife.
Oh yeah. No, that was wild though.
LeBron controls the league too. Him and Adam Silver, they be talking.
It's true.
But the Lakers were gonna hire Mark Jackson this offseason.
And then LeBron probably was out now.
Savannah's
still here, bro.
LeBron probably said, "Yeah, you know what? We might as well because we need someone to take over." And Savannah said, "Nah."
Maybe I'm bugging, but I'm sure I saw a tweet of LeBron quote tweeting them talking about Mark Jackson, him saying this sounds good or something like that.
No, but LeBron's a smart man.
We're not doing this.
LeBron's a very smart man.
LeBron is a liar.
We all know this. We all know this.
He's lied every step of his career, but nah, I don't know, man.
He makes the smart tweet, the smart move every time. You know what I'm saying?
He wants to be liked.
Yeah,
it's worked for him. I don't blame him.
Yeah, if you show himself supporting another black man, that's good clout right there. Bang, that's it.
But behind closed doors, this ain't never happening.
I done told you.
100%. Since we've been talking about Bron, I'm sure we've all seen his return to the Drew League. He gave a few bucket of pieces to a few, or one specific trash talker. But I knew what would happen. I knew that Skip Bayless would be poaching around. Because obviously it was like, from the free was 2 for 13 or something like that? 2 for 13.
18 for 36, but you got 42 points, 16 rebounds, 4 steals, 3 assists.
But in the Drew League though,
I'm giving Bron 36 shots.
That's the wild numbers in Drew League. That should be more accurate.
Yeah, a little bit, but
tad more.
I'm giving Bron 36 shots, man.
But he's old. It's not.
That's the thing. Yeah, this is a
real,
Miami Heat LeBron or Cleveland return LeBron where it would have been just straight bullying.
But he just had a 30-piece though. He just averaged a 30-piece for the whole season.
Which is mad. Which is very, very mad.
He's an NBA athlete, so
but he old.
These men that are working 9 to 5s, it should be an easy 50.
Do you know he's age-wise, yes, he's old, but his body ain't.
Nah.
His body ain't. The way he moves and fly and how fast he is, he's a very fast guy, 6'8" as well. And he's lean.
And he's heavy.
That's a scary motherfucker coming out.
No, you don't. That's not someone in any type of sport. He would have been a freak of nature just because of how his body is built. It's nuts, but he's old.
The only thing we can say about Bron now, is that he's starting to look human. The injuries coming through,
the injuries,
all that stuff. Now he looks like one of the regular guys. You know what I'm saying? Not when he plays, just injury-wise. He's become one of them guys. Yeah, cool. He might get injured. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Back in the day, that was never going to be a question. You know what I'm saying? You never thought LeBron was going to get
injured. Might get cramp.
He got a bit of cramp. You know what I'm saying?
He rolled his ankle. The guy would just come back and drop 20.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm saying.
How dare you?
Now he rolls his ankle. He might be out for a few weeks. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how many shots he's been taking in the fourth quarter in the past 2 seasons, personally. Because
2 seasons?
Yeah. Because
I don't think we have many close games, to be fair.
Nah, it's not about that. It's more like, say like the Drew League game.
Slightly.
But say like the Drew League game, that was a close game, even though it was like an exhibition game. If you look at even the highlights in the second half, he looked gassed. He looked tired. He looked like he weren't really trying to play that much anymore, even though he'd been dominating essentially.
I think he was just working out. I think he was just trying out some shit he tried in training. That's why it wasn't as accurate or as clean as it usually looks.
I'm talking about just walking around. He looked like he used more energy than he should have.
He probably hasn't played a game in a while.
I was gonna say that. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's still fatigued though.
Yeah,
End of the day, it's still pre-season.
But that goes back into the point of when we said this was LeBron from Miami, LeBron from Cleveland. He wouldn't have been gassed.
Oh, no one's denying that he's old.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, like
I think that the off-season work ethic is still there, but I think now there's more of a delay. Whereas back before, season's over, he might take a week or two to rest, and then he's back there conditioning, so that if he has to do any of these things in before the preseason, he's already doing it. Where now it's like, well, you know what? I've kind of cemented myself. Let me actually relax a bit. I've been doing this for how many seasons now?
Too many.
It can't be a crime to relax a bit, and I don't blame him. Save it. Because at the end of the day,
we need it. Definitely.
you know
he
what I
requires
mean?
more rest now, especially after this season. I mean, averaging 30 practically by yourself.
And the way AD is working out.
He outworked
Working
himself.
what? He ain't working.
He's
working out. He calls on the work.
The best player in the Lakers next year gonna be Westbrook at this way, the way you guys are moving, man.
Nah, it's still got to be bro. It's still got to be bro, man.
No, you don't want it to be Rondo.
Yeah, you wouldn't want it to be.
You want it to be AD, and you expect it to be AD.
And that's why we did the trade though, and it was to make LeBron kind of slow down, not slow down, but you know what I mean.
Take a back seat.
You know what I mean, and just
Let's work on the ball. Have to
and the AD.
call less.
I don't know why you guys got rid of. Well, you didn't essentially get rid of Rondo, but I think you guys should have paid Rondo. I think that was a big loss
They did get rid of
I don't know why we
IQ
traded him to
wise.
Cleveland either. I'll be real. I don't.
Yeah.
We didn't get anything for it.
because he went Atlanta first,
Yeah,
and then that was a pay thing. I don't think that wasn't a
Yeah,
trade.
that was
was
just
it?
to
Yeah.
get some peas.
Yeah, because he was on the 1 year thing.
Yeah, then he came back.
But yeah, when you let go of your wing defenders, your shooters, then yeah, it was just like
Hear me out
It
though.
was too much. It was too much.
I don't mind losing Danny Green. He did nothing for us.
that's fine.
That's fine. No,
Yeah,
no
but
one's-
at
no
least
one's
now
mad
you
at
can
that.
fake
I'm
guard
mad at
someone.
that,
That's
yeah.
yeah,
No
like,
one's mad at that.
Yeah.
But
Who you mad at? KCP.
KCP, Caruso.
Caruso's the big
Yeah,
one.
Yeah,
You got me.
because Caruso's defensive
Caruso's
energy,
the one, bro.
KCP's like, I can't let this you outwork me. It's kind of competitive, and then they start, you know what I mean, and at least they can hit some shots.
They work well together.
know, so-
KCP as a shooter, streaky, cool. Caruso, not the
Yeah,
greatest shooter ever,
his
but
timely shots.
defensively,
I miss
at
Caruso,
least
man.
he was playing
He
defense.
made such key plays
Yeah.
when he needed them, bro.
Yeah.
It looked like the game's done, then he gets still or rebound or
Yeah.
comfort or put back. It's like, oh,
Even
Exactly.
even guys like Kuzma, as inefficient and ineffective as he was at
shit.
times,
Lost me.
but no, but he could make a better difference than even what because he had the kind of the THT role.
Yeah.
THT doesn't do anything with his role. Like, he hasn't really.
THT, bro.
He's really.
He really teased
like,
us. The first
And
two games he
yeah.
came back, I think he was averaging 25.
THT was gonna be.
Nah, bro.
He flamed out hard.
He
Bro.
dropped like 25 in his first two games. I'm like, oh, he's understanding this.
But it's the moves, bro. My mum was having. I was like,
Yeah, it wasn't like
THT
it was
for
a
real.
25 piece, but this was grilled, taken by time. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
like
Good.
Sizing up the
he
defenders,
convinced
step
Lakers
back.
fans- He
Yeah.
Like
convinced
fade
Lakers
aways.
fans that
I'm thinking we'll have to
Kuzma's
pay this
gone
guy
here.
20
Yeah.
mil to stay. I'm thinking, nah.
Did you pay him enough? You underpay him?
But nah, then he just went back to.
THT.
I haven't
Role
seen the
player.
team in such a bad spot like the Lakers for a while. Like you guys actually can't move anything right now or get anything. You gotta go G League or something, man.
No,
You gotta get
and
some
you
shooters.
know how much above the luxury tax we are right now,
Yeah,
and we haven't got a team.
it's true. It's true.
Got no one there.
This is what I'm saying. Like, no one's taking Westbrook. That's a fact. No one's taking
Values
Westbrook.
are all time low.
Yeah.
Values are all time.
We can't, bro. The Harden thing where you do a little. Nah, bro.
Thing is, though, Bron, AD, and Russ, they had a phone call and vowed to make
Yeah.
it work and such. So
So
like,
that means AD or Russell both are getting traded because when Bron comes out with that stuff, anything that comes out, everyone gets traded.
Hear me out. If AD is healthy, it doesn't matter how bad Russ is. AD and LeBron healthy is a duo that it can't be matched. We haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
We
be
didn't see them
defeated
too
yet.
much last season. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Westbrook, yeah.
if AD is healthy, we might make the playoffs.
I like that.
I think the
That's
difference
realistic.
literally
At
was
least you're
AD
honest,
because
though.
even though Westbrook was inefficient, it was still 1977.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a bad season.
That's what you were saying.
By the end of
That's
the
what you were
season,
saying.
he actually wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
Wasn't as bad as it looked. He worked his
Yeah.
way into understanding to play with the team. He never had a role. He wasn't told what to do properly.
Yeah.
He had a defensive coach with a player that needed to understand, with a player that plays offense more than defense. It wasn't going to
So
work.
man, them heard this, yeah. In 78 games last season, Russell Westbrook averaged 18.5 points, 7.4 rebounds, 7.1 assists in 78 games. Only 4 other players averaged 18, 7, and 7 last season. Jokic, Harden, Dejounte Murray, and Doncic. Is the Russ hate out of hand?
What was the percentage though before?
44%.
Yeah, no, he-
Was it
44%.
44%.
Alright.
Yeah, what were we saying?
I think it was like
Yeah,
29% from
That's
3.
good for Russ.
Okay,
So-
from 3, I'm not too concerned with because we know Russ ain't the shoot. He just
Yeah,
needs to stop
he
shooting
doesn't
that
shoot,
shit.
No, it's the misses. The
It's the
misses
way he
looked
misses.
horrible.
Yeah.
That's
his
what it
turnovers
was.
are
The way he misses.
The average fan is going to see those misses and think, oh, he's garbage. But it's like, if you watch the whole game, he did miss, but he made a few as well. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
It's not just that. People highlighted his misses and focused on them.
Shaq to Nickel,
A
wasn't
lot
it?
of
Yeah,
fans
yeah,
don't watch the
exactly.
whole game.
There was
They
low
just
lights.
see the
Yeah,
highlights.
yeah. But when you're hitting the top of the backboard from the elbow
Yeah.
multiple times,
But if that's all everyone sees, and then you hear Skip Bayless with the Westbrook, and like even Stephen A is not helping you out and saying stuff like you're bricking all the time. Then everyone's just looking at you like, well, you trash. Even if your numbers show you not trash, the game shows you not trash.
it got to him
sounds
as
like
well.
you're trash.
You could see that it got
Because
to
the
him.
fans turn on him, man. Like
it was the missed dunks for me, bro. When he started missing dunks, I was like, whoa.
that was
yeah,
what-
nah.
Never really.
No,
Yeah,
nothing's
like
doing
because
that.
his athleticism is something that it was reliable, and you've never seen it slow down. So then when
Yeah.
he's missed, you're thinking, what's going on?
Is it time? Like,
Yeah, it looked like it was last season.
They're saying he's gonna go out like Iverson. Like he's not gonna understand that maybe he should come off the bench, and maybe that's the best position for him.
Oh yeah, he'll never come off the
He's
bench.
gonna fight his way out of the
come
league.
off the bench.
Yeah, but then again, who's he gonna come off the bench for right now anyway?
For the
Over
Lakers, it's the come to bench, but anyone else, he doesn't. Have
I
to
think
come off the
LeBron's a
bench,
better
though.
starting point guard than Russell Westbrook is.
But I don't think you want that right now.
do.
LeBron started.
The last time I saw LeBron started at the point guard, he led the league in assist and led us to a
Oh
championship.
no! I mean,
I want
it
that.
would be great, but I'm saying again, the whole point of having Westbrook was to
take the
LeBron
load
off.
off Bron.
So
Yeah,
that
I
was just
understand.
like
Now though, he's not that guy no more. But you
you don't want Bron injured. You want him healthy.
But
Like
you can start LeBron and have Russ be on the bench and take the load off LeBron. It's just how you stagger the minutes.
yeah,
So
it's
LeBron
true.
starts the first 3-4 minutes of the first quarter, then Russ plays the rest of the quarter, and then LeBron has like the last minutes in the second or whatever. But Russ is playing most of the minutes.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
I think they can still both be on the court, but it's who you surround them with. Because the thing is with Westbrook, he's a jet. He's gonna go fast, but then there's no one there supporting him. So that's why, like Shaq was saying, for him to slow down. Because you got a bag of bones as a roster. So it's like, if you know how at least 2 young guys who are gonna run with him, a lot of those turnovers they go down. As they slice in half. Plus, you don't want to overuse Bron.
Yeah.
What Bron should be doing now: pick your spots, post, wing. Westbrook controls that. He can dribble the ball,
Yeah.
pass half court, and feed Bron, feed AD. Because then once he understands that's his role, it'll be easy for him to thrive in it. Whereas the last season, it was like, okay, you got to be Superman here. Oh, you got to be defensive guy here. Oh, you got to pass here. Oh, you got to be a scorer. So it's like having like 5-6 different roles changes almost like every week. Guy was confused. Donny was down bad, and then AD not being there. Guy's too busy in North Middlesex Hospital trying to get better.
Yeah.
Bruv, what do you expect?
See,
that was a whole mess.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was thinking about this the other day as well. In terms of roles, I think Westbrook's role essentially it should be just to push the ball off the fast break and let the young guys run with it. That's his role. Half court sets, give it to Bron. Westbrook, you cut back door. if AD gets doubled, you know what I'm saying? I think that's it.
What did you just say at the beginning? You said let the young guys run with it. What was about them last year? They were young guys. They were a bunch of old guys.
Yeah, it's
so
true.
then even when you've got someone like Westbrook trying to play his games, you saw what he did at Washington.
Yeah.
Like I think either they got to a playoff or almost got to a playoff.
Yeah, they made
And I think
it.
they
Made it,
did.
yeah.
Made it first round.
And I was thinking, like, Russell Westbrook essentially led that team because Bradley Beal got injured.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
and it's like, that was the season before. He averaged a triple-double again. And he was Russell Westbrook, innit? Like, you can see he's not MVP,
fine,
but he's still, you're like, all right. But I don't think the Lakers equipped him with the team that would suit his
Nah, that
style.
coach should have fucked with him, man.
Definitely.
Wasn't just the but it's the coach wasn't given a team he could work with. The players weren't given a team they could work
Exactly,
with. No one
yeah.
had anything they could work with. Like if you're gonna, you got what was his name again? How I forget his name. He used to coach the Pacers. Then he coached you guys.
I forgot his name as well.
How I forget your coach's name?
Oh, what's my man's name? Oh, the coach that got that got fired?
From
Frank Vogel.
Vogel.
Yeah.
Frank,
Vogel,
yes.
yeah.
Man like Frank.
I
Yeah,
put
yeah.
it-
I just
no
call
one
him
cares about
corny,
Frank.
man. He's corny, man.
But
He's
like,
actually
if
corny.
he's a defensive coach and then you don't give him a roster that you can have a defensive team with, you failed him there. Cool. So then, if you're gonna build more to the strengths of your offensive players like Russ and LeBron and AD, you failed them when you didn't actually put players around them that complement them and can help them play an offensive style either. Instead, you just went, all right, what names are out there? Melo. Oh, Melo likes LeBron. They cool. Put Melo out there.
I thought it was gonna work. I can't lie to you.
yeah.
It was for a minute.
I
It
thought
was.
Melo would be good coming off the bench. Melo is good coming off the bench. Melo actually was perfectly fine last season. He
Can't
did
play no
exactly
defense,
what he was meant to do.
Oh, yeah, no defense.
He knew he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
gonna play defense. He was not there to play defense. He's there to just come off the bench and score.
Do you know what it is? I just expect niggas to buy in though. Like, I know you can't play defense, but a little effort, it would be nice.
Yeah, it all comes down
If
to effort at the end
everyone's
of the day.
doing it, though,
Yeah.
everyone's doing it, you'll do it.
Yeah.
If you're looking around and the guy at the top ain't giving effort, why am I at 30-something years old gonna give more effort?
Because you haven't won a ring yet.
It's true, though.
That's what it is for me. I feel like if you haven't won a ring, your hunger should be a little more different than a guy who has won a ring.
But your hunger, your hunger and your body are two different things. Melo can't give all that effort for 82 games a season.
I mean, he did sit out a year though. He was out a year, so he
That
rested. You know what
that
I'm
don't
saying?
mean nothing.
Doesn't save his
He's a year
age.
older,
He
bro.
was
He's a
still
year
training
older.
and working that whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
That's why
he
was
was,
in
yeah.
shape. If he spent that whole year sitting down
Yeah.
and then came back, then cool. Like, I can't lie. He was working out the whole year, trying to show everybody he was still ready to play.
Yeah.
So
That
no,
was deep. That was a deep year for him.
Yeah, and he trimmed a lot as well. So
he's no longer chubby Melo.
it's true.
He's slim.
So a question for for everyone, definitely Lakers fans.
This one.
Should the Lakers extend LeBron, or should he even want an extension?
Yeah, because he's his family. He came to LA not for basketball, for business, innit? So he's therefore staying. But I say we just do what we're doing, innit? Give him a 2-year deal. That's it. Nothing long term. Nothing crazy. Because he's what 30. I want to say 38.
Yeah.
It's 37.
He's gonna be
turning
38
30.
in December.
Yeah, he's an old man. So let's give him a 2-year deal. I don't think he's gonna fall off that much in 2 years. So, but yeah, nothing mad. Not like we did Kobe. Not like when Kobe was 33, we gave him a 5-year deal.
Yeah,
Let's not do. Yeah, we did, but
yeah.
obviously we paid the price. we paid that price heavily, bro.
It worked out. You got a ring after it.
Yeah, you got a ring.
If you really think about it, it actually worked out. You suffered 5 years of that Kobe contract, to then after you get LeBron James in the ring. You suffered to get.
No, but there was a point in time where we didn't know where we were going.
No, it was Pete.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
You had a young
100%.
core, but it was like, oof.
Kuzma was our best player at one
And
point.
I was getting excited for like draft night was my highlight of the
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought Lonzo was going to be the next Magic. Like, LeVar gassed me, bro. I said, yeah.
Ingram,
Yeah.
Randall.
You said
Aye.
Lonzo the next magic.
They passed up on some
Oh,
serious
Russell.
players.
Oh,
man.
my
Oh,
God.
Oh, yeah, D'Angelo Russell, the
My
snitch.
God.
Remember that?
Oh,
That was
no,
hilarious.
D'Lo's a good player.
That was
No, no.
hilarious.
He
The
got
snitch
D'Lo.
thing was funny.
No, cold.
Julius
But
Randle.
it didn't
If you
work.
guys kept those players for one more year, you better.
Oh, no. I don't know
Egos
about
are
that.
crazy on
I don't know
that.
about that. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Egos are crazy.
They all thought they were the best, you know.
Bro.
They all thought they were the best.
If
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
Mark Jackson to coach that team,
Nah.
I'm telling you right
Would
now.
have retired.
Western
Yeah,
Conference
he would have
semi-finals.
retired.
Players are leaving, bro.
Julius Randle is.
Julius Randle's out first.
Oh, nah, his
Julius
play style's
Randle-
horrible.
Yeah.
His play style's.
Julius Randle is
Terrible.
only a problem
Yeah.
because he's in New York.
No, he's always been a
Oh,
problem.
no.
He's,
He was
even at
trying
Kentucky, when I used to watch him, like he would just do shit. It was like, bro, slow down,
Are you
get
talking
to your
about
point
his
guard,
game or him
get
as
your
a
ass in the
person?
paint. No, that's maybe a bit of both. I don't know him as a person, but from what I've seen, bit of a hothead.
Yeah.
I say whingy, complaining, soft.
You don't need that in basketball though. On a team, you don't need that.
Yeah, especially when he thinks he's a leader. You
And he's
want
the
a
best
whingy
player. Yeah,
leader.
if he's the best player in your team, you want him just to like lead by example.
The core was nice on paper, but it wouldn't look that nice.
Yeah.
Compared to what I'd say,
I think D'Lo and Lonzo could have worked.
Lonzo, D'Lo together as the backcourt.
That would have
That's
been
the
alright.
backcourt.
Yeah.
D'Lo, Lonzo, and
You got
Ingram.
Ingram.
as well.
Yeah, keep Ingram as well.
Ingram would be a nice pick.
Come on, then Julius Randle was
No,
the
get
four.
rid of
Still got-
Randall.
Oh.
Get,
No
I
more
don't know
Randle.
what you
Get
let
rid
go of
of
Randall, man.
Kuzma's still there.
He had one
Let
good
go,
year. No,
let
two.
go.
He had two
Yeah.
good years, man.
This is the same guy you're talking about that can't go right.
Yeah, you can't go right.
As a professional basketball player,
That's a very
you send him right and he's shut down. Do you know how
But night
embarrassing
over.
that is?
Nah, it's really
Some of
over,
them
bro.
It's so
He's
bad.
so big. Like.
Yeah.
very bad.
I don't
I never used
understand
to
it.
believe it. That's why I watched him like, oh wow, you really don't go like
Right at all.
Dribbles head down
He
sometimes.
takes a lot of bad shots. Like he just happened to be making them a couple seasons ago. That's it.
Yeah.
He happened to be making them. Then this
That's a
season he weren't making
confidence
them.
thing, though. Like to make those shots, that's your confidence has to be up.
No, I think your confidence has to be up to take those shots. Make them, I don't know.
I do
take
not
them.
think the basketball gods are that kind that for a whole
We've
season.
seen it before, bro.
A whole season.
Yeah, we've seen
And
it.
then it just
We've seen
stopped
niggas have a good
halfway.
year. Next season,
Failed.
But even in the playoffs, he weren't. He was a bit.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, irrelevant.
That's what I'm saying.
That
Confidence,
season though, that same season.
That's what I have to say. Confidence. That has to be your confidence.
No, he just didn't stop getting along with the fans. Like
confidence.
that's not
It's
confidence,
strategic
though.
If the
as well,
fans
though.
no longer believe in you when you're on the
And he
court
got
and you're
paid.
not going along with the fans,
And he got
that's gonna
paid.
affect how
he
you
got
play.
paid.
Nah, that's not confidence. That's laziness. But the rest of it, I think a lot of it has to do with your confidence levels on the court affect how you play on the court.
Yeah, that's true.
Like shots that you make, if you know you make this 3-point shot every single time, you get onto the court and it's not happening. Same game, next game is not happening. It's not happening. It gets into your head. The fans notice it too. They talking smack to you because New York fans. It's not like LA fans.
It sounds like you're calling him arse, but in a sophisticated way.
No, he is arse, but it's not totally his fault that he's arse right now.
Whose fault is it?
No, it is his fault. 100%.
Definitely
But the
his
thing
fault.
is,
It's his
It's a
attitude.
combination of his fault and the fact that New York fans.
They don't help.
but the thing is,
They don't help at all.
we say that he
festers negativity.
They don't help.
Festers negative thoughts in your
we
own
say
head.
that he makes like he's been making those shots and such, yeah. But the thing is, it's also strategic because now, obviously in the playoff series, now you can be broken down. He can't go right. Send him right. Shut down. Then you're forced to take tougher shots. Like even if they're tougher, now shots are even tougher, and you don't make it. Now nothing's going your way. But then that all falls down to you because what did you then work on? Because now if you know that that's what teams are going to do, you're gonna work on that. So then it's like, okay, send me right, going by right. I get what I want. Now it's like, okay, cool. Defender's confused. What can I do?
We see
You
that,
work on
we
those
see
tough
that.
shots. Yeah,
we see that
what
with a lot
you
of
work-
stars. They adjust.
Yeah,
know what I'm
you
saying?
adjust because what you do is that what they expose you for is like, okay, cool. This off season, when I come in next season, this cannot be a weakness. It has to even be a strength. So then now you become more unstoppable. Those players they do that, you know. But Randall, I don't know, man.
It's not nice. And even this kind of relates to Westbrook if you think about it. He's been athletic his whole career.
Yeah,
What's the one thing everyone said he needs to work on?
shooting.
His shot, like.
No, but he had a pull up though. For a time,
Yeah,
he had a pull
yeah.
up.
Pull up.
That was
Mid-range.
reliable. And even that bank shot, it used to be a go-to
That was
thing.
a
Yeah.
four-man shot for
Yeah.
us.
It disappeared.
It used to.
Mid-range,
Honestly,
I'm cool
mid-range
with,
pull up.
but I'm talking about his freeze.
Oh, come on, man.
We all knew that was going to be a big thing. He wasn't going to be athletic forever. So you think in your mind, yeah, let me at least
No, but
become a
his stroke,
decent
we
shooter.
don't allow him to be a shooter. Like, his stroke is horrible. It's
Bro,
weird. It's a
you
weird
play
looking
basketball
stroke.
every day.
He's gotten
You
worse
train
at shooting
every day.
threes. Like,
You
The
can't.
more he shoots threes, the worse he's actually gotten. He hasn't
Yeah,
gotten
but
better.
I feel like he doesn't work. It doesn't even look like he works on it.
You don't think he works on it?
It doesn't look like he
I
works
think
on it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think he works on it, but it's not as I don't know. It's like compulsory. Like, okay, cool. I have to take this many shots, and it's like end of the day when you're working as well, open shot. Like, how do you work on it? Do you just take 200, 300 open shots and you make them? Yeah, cool. You know what? I'm there.
Yeah.
Do you then put it into game situations where now you're coming off a screen, you're stopping? Because then you got to train that way, game way. You know what I mean? Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's going to be... Because I've seen him work out a lot of the, like, shooting and everything. He's getting the ball, like, off a pick, but then there's no contest, no nothing. It's just straight...
Yeah,
and
but
then
hear
he
me out,
changes
yeah.
it.
Hear me out. Like when you've been in the league for so long, and you're someone that can do so many things. You've averaged triple doubles for years. Is this the time in your career to really be pushing to work on a 3-point shot? That's not your best asset. Where you possibly know that you need to work on the things like that mid-range pull-up, which you know you've got in your bag, which is a lethal thing if you can bring back that athleticism that he's got, and just being able to dish out assists, that being able to play. But that 3-point shot has never been his strongest point. So why work on it now
can't lie, yeah.
towards the back end of your career?
I think
When
it's just because
Jason Kidd, that's why.
LeBron's been the best player in the league for years, and his 3-point shots only gotten better. And that was the weakest part of his game coming into the league shooting. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best part of his game.
Yeah.
And now we see him; he's a consistent, maybe 35 to 38% from free. So if the best player in the league is working on the game, why aren't you? You know what I mean?
And to come back to
He
your
the GOAT.
point as well. Oh, sorry. It's come back to your point. The way the game's played today, if you're a point guard that can't shoot, essentially, what's happening? Simmons? You have to be, yeah. Simmons 6'10", though, you know what I'm saying? Simmons 6'10". That might work. I think a point guard that can't shoot in today's game, you're going to be like, if you're a signing as Westbrook, you're going to be good, regardless. But if you can't shoot, you gotta have a team around you that can shoot,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you don't have that as well. So it's just you know what I'm saying. So really and truly, what can you do now, or if you're Westbrook, other than work on something that will help your team? You know what I'm saying, as well as yourself. That's the way I look at it. Like mid-range pull-ups, nice. I feel like he'll fix that. I've got faith he'll fix
I
that.
think he's gonna have a bounce back season. I think he's gonna be alright. I
have
think
Yeah.
people are gonna leave him alone after this season.
I think he's gonna be normal. Like,
I think people are gonna owe him a few apologies.
oh yeah, you just need that average Westbrook. I
I
think
ain't
right now.
apologising for how he played last year.
100%. Yeah, I agree. Bro. I agree.
He's not apologising.
He wasn't hard done
was
by.
arse
He wasn't
the
hard
whole
done by.
season. Like, not the whole season, but for most of the season, he played like arse. No one needs to apologise for that. To be fair to he owes everybody else that's a fan of him an apology for playing like arse for the whole season.
The people that backed him, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
I
backed
always
him.
support the Lakers. I'm like, yo, no, don't talk like Russ about
Yeah,
that. I love
literally,
him.
bro.
Don't talk like Russ like
Yeah,
that.
man.
Like, he owes us an apology. He didn't back none of us up. He just kept on playing like trash. For
I'll
a
tell you
whole
what it
year.
is, yeah. You know, all these youths that have come off from nowhere, all they do is watch highlights. They watch the Steph Curry 3. A lot of these men don't know about basketball prior to like 5 years ago.
Steph's not helping this case at all. But
And they just see dons that are like right now that are playing bad and just think they're rubbish. And then they start to look at their stats of this season and say, yeah, this player is dead. But we as fans that have watched the game, we know what this guy's capable of.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you're backing him, you're just witnessing every night.
You prove these non-basketball heads right.
Innit?
It hurts.
I'm only ever harsh on players that I actually think are good players. Like I'm harsh on Kyrie because Kyrie's a good player, but you don't play basketball. So yeah.
Kyrie is funny.
I can't talk about you in a nice way. You don't play enough basketball to talk about you nicely.
He was great until we
Ben
started
Simmons
talking.
is a great basketball player, but he's never done enough on the court to show that he actually wants to be one of the best basketball players of all time. He never does. So I can't talk about you in a great way. You don't play like that. Like when you play in a certain way, it's hard to, I don't know, man, give you your props, talk about you nicely. Guys like Russ have always played 100% hard, give everything on the court.
Yeah.
May not make all the best decisions. But as a fan of the game and fan of basketball, seeing Russell Westbrook play has always been amazing.
exciting.
Yeah, always.
To see him go through what happened last year, it's crushing. That's not the type of player you want to see. That's not the type of player you want to see from Russ. So next year, of course, he's going to bounce back. If he doesn't,
Jesus Christ.
it's the end of Russell Westbrook, unfortunately.
Yeah, no
And
team's
this
gonna
is
win.
not how your story should end. It should end. He deserves a ring. He does deserve to win a ring for his career. That OKC, KD got his rings. Like, whoever didn't get a ring left from the
KD
OKC
shagged
team,
him.
I ain't even going to say
I don't want to talk
they
about KD's
deserve a
rings.
ring.
That is James Harden, yeah.
Nah, James deserves a ring too. But James went for a lot at Houston. He deserved
Bro, a
a ring.
lot.
Houston,
Nah,
Houston,
a lot.
what-
Bro,
he kissing his
Do
feet.
you know how he lost?
They gave him a lot.
No, he was close.
James
though.
Harden
White,
was also a
CP,
bit-
Russell.
Nah,
Don't
man.
put Dwight in it. CP Russell
I've had
fair. Don't put Dwight in it.
Yeah.
They
Dwight
made
was
the-
arse
they made the
for us.
conference
Dwight was
finals.
arse for us. And that's me who was an Orlando Magic fan and became
They
a Houston
made the
fan.
conference
Dwight
finals. What are you
was
talking about?
arse.
What are you talking about?
The year we made the conference finals with Dwight.
Yeah,
Did you see how we made that conference finals?
Dwight was played well, bro. Dwight played well. I don't understand. What are you looking at me
Josh
for?
Smith was like
I was
our
going to
best
say, when
player.
you beat the Clippers, is
Yeah,
that the
was
season?
Josh
Yeah.
Smith. That weren't Dwight. Dwight was not playing well. James Harden played well the first round. Then Josh Smith managed to get us out of that Clippers series somehow,
yeah.
some way.
Aye,
And then
fam.
we got our asses
I think you're underrated the
waxed
Dwight
by
at
the-
Houston.
by
I'm
the-
not saying he was Orlando.
Yeah, Warriors.
Orlando Dwight, but he did his thing.
He did not
He
do his
rebounded,
thing,
protected the rim, and dunked.
James Harden does have crimes to pay for, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
100.
with the white,
100.
he wanted the white, got him cool, then gone, go. Like, Russ wanted Russell, okay, Russell cool, and then what happened? Go. CP3, which I think was one of the best signings
That was
for
amazing.
him, because then James Harden didn't have to be the point guard. Now he could be the scorer. And that was an amazing, because literally I honestly thought that's that year that Houston was going to win, especially how they was having
yeah.
a Golden State.
One
bad game.
But then what
I
happened?
thought they were going to beat KD and them.
CP3
got
goes down.
injured, didn't he?
CP3
That's
goes
it.
down, and it crumbles. 27 threes in a row.
That's not just him. That's the whole.
Yeah,
was
but the
the
thing is,
team.
I know 100% it's the whole team. But at what point do you say, let's try something else?
No one time out, no one in the court. Hey guys, maybe we should get to the rim.
Coach on the side, yeah, damn, these boys are bricking, bro.
Aye, on a real level. Shout out Draymond Green. Draymond Green is the reason why I would say this, because he's the one that said it. Their whole game plan, every single game, every time was this. Cool, we know that at some points of the game we're going to be down 20 points.
Yeah.
As long as we guard everybody else and let James do whatever, by the time they need everybody else, he's going to be
But some of these
tired.
threes were wide open. So
If you played 6-7 games where everybody else basically is not necessarily not doing anything, because CP had good games in those series that everyone played well too. But James Harden's the one who's handling the ball, dribbles the balls 15, 25 times in a second, taking most of the shots as well.
Bro, I
By
hate
the
to
time
cut
you
you
get
off,
to
but
game
you
seven,
can't make it
You can't do it
27
because he has a
27
very
is
good
big
pick and
number.
roll
he's
with
not the
Capella.
one that missed 27 threes. He's not the one that missed 27
No,
threes.
he's not. The team did.
I
He
feel like
took
they
some.
went brain dead.
He took like 8 of those threes.
Used
He
to-
took 8 of those threes.
I
personally.
didn't make one. But my thing is, Houston went brain dead there. I can't lie. But the thing is, if we're talking about James Harden, yeah, who people have compared to people like Kobe and that as one of the best scorers of all time
Kobe's
and all
not
that
allowed
stuff.
that to happen. I'm
Yeah,
so
but what
sorry.
I'm saying right
I'm
now,
so sorry.
you gotta get a bucket. That's what you're gonna say.
it, yeah.
That's what you're gonna
I
say.
agree
Like,
with that. I
so
agree with that. Go get a bucket.
no,
He
it
tried
have to be a
didn't
free.
work.
You can go to the rim.
But he
That's
did.
it.
It didn't work. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying,
I watched
like-
those games, he tried. It
So we're
didn't
blaming.
work.
Yeah.
We're on the same page.
Yeah.
Harden messed up.
Yeah, we
I'm
got
not saying
we
it
got to
was
do
up.
this.
Golden State played well, man.
We got,
They
oh
beat
yeah, no,
us.
he
They
was
beat us.
he was up against a crazy team.
They beat us.
To be in all fairness,
But
and
the
he took them
thing-
7
even
games.
get that
Big
far
credit.
is not on its own. For him,
Alright, boys, you want me to pull up a couple box scores from the?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, let's see.
Alright, so-
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why you done?
Box scores is crazy, bro.
All
I seen
right,
them all.
let's do this. So we go and do the game 6. 'Cause you know at the time,
Was it game 5 that Chris Paul got injured though?
yeah.
Yeah.
So they were
Game
3-2
five?
up.
Yeah.
So they were 3-2 up going into obviously game 6.
Wait, they were up.
Bro,
Yeah.
man,
You guys doing with one game
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
But that's
We knew
why
we
they
were gonna win the next game.
for
We
shame.
knew we were going to win game 6.
For shame.
Game 6, we were going to win game 6. That's fine. Game 7 is the game
But
we
they-
should have won.
that's when they-
the
that's
game
when they
we
needed-
should have won.
because what they had home court as well, didn't they?
Houston did.
We
Yeah.
had home
It's
court.
Harden clutch.
Yeah.
It's Harden clutch.
He has been. He's not always.
It's Harden clutch.
Is it?
That's my
I-
nigga,
I
boy. Is
don't-
he clutch?
I don't want
I'll
to
be
say
real.
what I think.
I'll be very honest. I'll be
Say
very
it.
honest.
Say
it. Wait for you. I don't care about mine. Has this season for me to show me if he's clutch or not, because he's the one that has to take clutch shots in those games. It's not me, Joel and B. It's gonna be him. And if he can't do it this year with Philly, then he's not clutch.
Jesus. Anyway, sorry, Karen, my bad. I just
I feel like I'm gonna take a cut shot.
And plus, we don't really have that many close games like that. We don't really.
I feel like Manu blocked him on an important shot one time.
Yeah, no, I
On a
saw that.
very
One
important
time.
shot.
One time.
And,
I can't
then
hold
the
that
next
against
game
him.
he shut the
I
bed
can't hold that
and then went to the club afterwards.
That
sounds like hard to
Yeah, that one there I hold against him.
That was regular season. Chill.
Nah, it was definitely playoffs.
playoffs.
No, it was
regular season.
No, it was
Manu
playoffs.
It was definitely
against the
playoffs.
Spurs. It was
I think
against the
Kawhi
Spurs.
Leonard's. I think Kawhi
It
Leonard's
was-
block was
yeah.
regular season.
No. It was
Where he
against the
got
Spurs because then what also happened is that he got blocked on that free, and also he went to the rim and then I think it was Ginobili or was it Kawhi? I think they double blocked him. Boom, 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 and then he was like,
Nah, definitely
no,
playoffs.
that was in the playoffs.
I
That was
promise
against
you
the
it was playoffs.
Spurs in the
Because I
playoffs.
promise you, the next game he dropped like
Yeah.
8 points
saw-
and then he
it
went
was
to
in
the
the
club
playoffs.
afterwards. I remember it so
I
vividly in
know,
my head
I remember
because I was
that
thinking like, I
happened.
can't defend this nigga.
What
Like,
you're talking
what are
about
you
there,
doing?
That happened
wait
in the
one
playoffs.
day.
But that game with the man Ginobili blocking and double block, that didn't happen in the playoffs.
I promise you, it
That
happened
happened in
in
the
the playoffs.
season on Christmas.
No, Kawhi got
Promise
he
you
got
happened in
pinned.
the playoffs.
He pinned, bro. He's got bare pins on James Harden. You can find 20 times he's blocked.
Because
No, I'm just
I
saying,
remember
like,
James
that's
Harden
what
pump faked him, Manu went past him, and then James thought he had an open shot and he
blocked
blocks
him
from
from
behind.
behind,
Yeah.
yeah.
Therefore, play for playoffs. Definitely playoffs.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Therefore, it was
I could
playoffs.
be
We're gonna have to search that one too. But it's calm.
I'm searching.
Yeah.
I
Are you
got-
searching?
I'm
Yeah.
100% sure it was playoffs.
Yeah.
What's the box score though? What's the box
My
score?
laptop just
Oh yeah.
literally just blacked out. I have to get on my phone. I'll
Yeah,
get out
man.
quickly, innit?
That was Aaron. That was Aaron right there, fam.
Me, well, I have no powers, man.
Nah, bro.
Oh, man. They told us we was gonna get superpowers. I ain't.
Yep, it was in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The series was
I
tied
promise you,
2-2.
that was it's so ingrained in my mind because it's the club thing for
my
me. It's
hands
like, bro, just wait 2-3 days, then go to the club. No one's gonna care. No one's gonna give a fuck.
I had a shitty night. I'm going to the club.
We have to, yo, Meek, I'm not coming, bro. I can't come.
No, I'm
There's gonna be
coming.
cameras there,
I can
fam.
come. I
There's gonna
can
be
come.
cameras.
This is the time I can come. I'm out of the playoffs. I can definitely come. I'm coming.
You're not sad though. Like
No, he's probably sad in the club, but
That's
be
why
sad at
Yeah,
home.
he's getting a lap dog.
Be sad at
Sad
home.
at home. I can be sad in Houston in the club.
Bro, just 2-3 days. That's it. You have to, yo, Meek, I promise you.
Because
2-3 days,
it wouldn't have mattered-
I'll back
It
it.
wouldn't matter
I'll
when
back
he
it.
went to the club. As soon as he popped up in the club, he could have gone to the club a year later. See them like, this
Aaron,
nigga went to the
this
club.
defender is way too. It's too.
No, I'm being
It's too
real on
much.
that.
It's
It's
personal.
too much.
It's personal.
I'm not defending
It's
it. I'm not
This is
defending
personal
it. You
defense,
should've
right?
His boys, his boys.
He's definitely paying you, bro. He's definitely paying you. You wear a lot more Adidas now, bro. You wear a lot more, bro. You wear a lot more. He sends you the shit now.
Nah. I've got game 7's box score. So do you want that or game 6 or both?
Both.
Let's go game
All
7
of them,
because that was a
all
that
of
was
them.
We
a.
played bad both games.
All of
Bad
them,
both
please.
games.
All right. So for game, we're going to do game 7's one. So that's when it was the infamous game where they just missed 1,000,001 threes. Harden was 12 for 29.
Damn.
32
Can't
points.
say he didn't try. Can't say he didn't try.
Yeah, no, that's effort right there. still.
This is almost
That's
laughable.
that's better than what he did in Philly. I'll be honest, that's better than
can't
what he
say
did in
they
Philly.
He tried, yeah.
29 shots.
He actually tried to win. I can't hold that against him. In Philly, I don't want to hear nothing. There's no defense against
We've got
that.
next year.
There's
this
no
year,
defense
we've
against
got
that.
next
But
year.
2 for 13 from 3.
It happens, man.
2 for 13.
Happens, man. I've had worse days.
Steph did that in the finals this year.
I said
Come
that-
on,
that-
come
that-
on.
LeBron did that in the Drew League, bro. What's going on here?
And Skip was talking about it. Come on, man.
2 for 13.
From 3. It's not a good. That's not a good day for anybody.
After your ninth miss, you got to think, hey, I need to take it to the rim.
He took it to the rim. He took 29 shots. Do you think those other 16 shots were? Because he wasn't shooting on mid ranges back then.
He
with D'Antoni.
had a mid-range
That's all
game.
at the rim.
D'Antoni just took that away, though.
D'Antoni
Yeah.
snatched his mid range from his soul, made him a 2-level scorer.
That is funny, though.
Jarring, man.
That is funny.
Eric
2-13.
Gordon got 2 for 12 and he got 23.
Right, yeah, but you know Gordon likes to chuck them bitches up. Chucking them up, bro.
Yeah, I can't lie.
Trevor
you gotta let it
Ariza.
go, man.
0 for 9 from the 3-point shot.
Oh, my.
0 for 10
He didn't make one?
overall. He didn't make nothing the whole
How
game.
much did they lose by?
They lost by 9.
Jesus Christ.
That's a serious.
Do you know what's mad?
my
Do
God.
you know what's mad? For them to
Three,
miss
niggas, 3-1.
27 threes and only lose by 9.
That's what
Honestly.
I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I know for a fact if Chris Paul was just in one of those games, even if he came
Would
hobbled,
never happen. Would never would
they would have won. I
They
think
used
they
to
would
beat
have won game
themselves.
6.
I want you to care
Everyone
about
could
that.
see
Used to
that,
beat
yeah.
themselves.
Yes, used to be
Used to beat
It was
themselves.
7 for
Harden beat
44
himself.
from
Yes.
3.
Because
man.
to only
Yeah.
lose
That's
by
just-
9
I'm
points
blaming
after
Mike
that
D'Antoni.
historic miss.
Because if it was just James Harden that was shooting that many threes, James Harden did.
I blame everyone. I blame everyone.
I blame Mike D'Antoni. Why do you tell these guys to keep
Nah,
shooting
everyone in the
threes?
organisation.
No,
No,
you
no,
can't.
Yeah, I
that's
can't
the
lie, but
coach,
as
the
a coach
coach
as
has to
well,
take, yeah.
you don't feel okay. We've missed. Okay, we've seen we're shooting arse. Let's try shake something up to do something. Maybe it doesn't have to be in Harden. Maybe Eric Gordon can do a driving kick. Maybe we can try to do something. Like now, then the coaching is where okay, cool.
Yeah, no, different question.
You got so
Definitely.
it is a collective effort, but D'Antoni led that as well because he
Yeah.
didn't do no. How can you not adjust to
No
change?
adjustment,
You think
yeah.
I'm gonna sit there? If I'm coaching my team and I see all these misses, you think I'm gonna sit there and just be like, keep going? What?
You'll make one.
15.9%, and it was probably similar numbers at half time. So you got them in, had about 10-15 minutes, however long you got, and you still came out and did the same thing in the second
Netflix
half.
needs to do a special about that one game and what really happened. Because I want to know what was said during every timeout, during every end of the quarter, half time. I want to know.
You're gonna be waiting 30 years for that one,
Don't
bro.
worry, keep shooting.
Keep
into the
shooting.
Yeah,
rim.
it's going
That's
forward.
That's what
Yeah.
he said.
That's
No, but he's a
You're
fan
getting
of
in the
layups
right
too.
spots.
He's a fan of layups too. You know what I'm saying?
twos and threes. When he says twos and threes, he means twos layups only because if you get fouled, it's an and one and that's an extra one, and then threes. Like that's actually what he means. He doesn't want the layups for layups. He wants layups for and ones.
They were missing good shots though.
Bro.
I can't even cap. They were
Oh,
missing.
bro.
Listen,
Yeah,
open shots,
I was watching that game in
the
disgust.
most-
I feel like
It's
pressure
the freakiest
played
game.
a part in that still.
Yeah.
It's the freakiest
Golden
game
State
of all
were
time.
mentally stronger than them.
Yeah, to be fair,
facts.
if you're playing against a team like that and you're like, "Raw, we can win," I'm getting tight. I can't even lie.
Yeah.
I'm getting tight. You're thinking like, I'm getting
driving
excited about winning.
I don't know
I
if
might
you
lose
see
focus.
if you see blood, don't you feel like I need to step on his brother's neck?
Yeah,
Yes.
you can,
That's
but
what they thought
I
they
feel
were
that I
doing.
feel the other side though.
They thought they were doing that because they were up at half time.
Yeah.
We were winning that game. We thought.
Oh shit, you niggas were winning.
That's
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah, Harden ain't
we were
clutch.
winning the game, but we missed
Harden
27
ain't
straight threes.
Kobe
We
would
made
have
threes.
ended that. Kobe
Taking
would
it
ended
home.
with 40.
Taking it home, man. Taking it home, man.
Bro, it's the. I don't know. I don't know how to explain how that game happens. You can't be up and then miss 27 threes and then don't change nothing.
I feel like they just got tight.
What,
You realise you
once
beat-
you get to 15, you're gonna be like, there's something wrong here. You're at 20.
No, but it's not like
25, even 25.
No, but it's
let
not like they
two
all
more
counted.
get off, bro.
But I remember you're on the court. Imagine you're on the court, yeah. You're seeing your teammates miss. You're not thinking, bro, we missed 27 threes. To me, we might have just missed like 6. I'll be real.
Yeah, but you're not counting.
No,
You're
but
not
no,
There's
no.
a coach that's
saying.
counting that.
You're not
Yeah.
There's a
counting.
coach that's there that's like, what?
Oh yeah, Tuesday they got the stats there,
Hey,
innit?
yo, we made a free in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
He's watching the whole game.
You
He's
can see
watching.
Yeah.
that.
I don't know. As a,
Poor coaching adjustments.
as a baller, if I go open free, I'm taking it, man. Like that's the thing. Like
That's the thing,
even
like,
if I
like,
miss
you're
9
gonna
times, I'm taking that 10th.
The
You know what
open
I'm saying?
frees aren't the problem. You missed the open frees. There's nothing I can do about that. But if you're still taking, because it's talking about Eric Gordon, Trevor Reeves, and PJ Tucker, they're taking contested frees as well, not just.
Oh yeah, 100.
Was Daniel House?
A few of those frees are open though.
Gerald Green took a lot as well.
I remember Ariza shooting like 2 wide open corner
Open
frees.
free in his life. He doesn't know what that is for some reason. Yeah, he can make some. He's a streaky shooter for a reason. I don't know why we had him.
I don't know.
If he ain't shooting from the corner, forget about it. Because that's his spot. That's where
one
he's
buzzer
streaky.
beater from the top of the key. One buzzer beater for some.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much of a fan, but it's like I expect my superstar to clock. Ah, shit, this going wrong. I need to take over. You niggas get out of the way. Yeah. If we lose, it's on me. It's on me. You know what I'm saying? And I need that from Harden. I need that.
I think we all expected that, but that was the role that Chris Paul was playing. So once he was gone, it was like everything just kind of just crumbled because Chris Paul, he's a floor general. He leads teams. So that stuff wouldn't happen. Like that's why they threw top in the first place. Because Chris Paul had Steph by his neck.
Yeah,
he was killing.
Like, he was locking him up
Defensively,
defensively, offensively. He was doing whatever. So it was like
there's that one highlight where he strips someone and he starts smiling. It's like,
that
oh
was
shit,
hilarious.
this nigga knows.
And then that
he
shot
sees
that
the
he
blood.
made over Steph. Oh man, he started shimmying.
And he did the
as
shit.
well.
I love it.
Like that's the thing.
That nigga hates Steph Curry.
He hates
Basketball was good.
Hates Steph Curry.
From Clippers
Boy,
days. That's why.
That is the best Houston basketball. That year, that is the
That
best.
year was,
that's
yeah,
the best
amazing.
Houston
That was
basketball.
your best chance of winning the ring.
Yeah.
Because you would have beat Cleveland
Hands down.
for sure.
Oh yeah, no,
For sure.
LeBron and them, man.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be able to stop us.
Was that
team couldn't stop
was
us.
that when LeBron bought when it was what? Was that 2018? That was 2018, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That's the game where he had 50 in the finals, isn't it? And then JR
Yeah,
did
yeah,
JR
yeah.
had
That's
the
when he had
yeah.
them bucket of balls. Yeah, Houston would have 100%.
But you know, you were the only. That was the only team out because Toronto beat them in the third season, but they were all down in it.
count.
But that was
Oh,
the only
KD and Clay.
series that I actually saw someone go to them head to head, like
Yeah.
that beast,
I
and
saw-
actually go
yeah.
at them and have them. You know, like
That was anticipated throughout the whole season because they were
made
built
it-
to beat them.
Yeah.
yeah,
We
shooting
told
wise.
them, we told them. That's the problem. That's another problem, though. We shouldn't open our mouths and be like, hey, man, we built this team just to beat you guys.
That's just basketball,
word?
though.
100%, yeah.
Now we know who we're going to be facing. Now we know who we're preparing for what we're going to do. We're going to be
But
watching
then-
you guys.
Wait a minute. What about that time when they was facing the year that Toronto won? Houston were facing Golden State and KD went out as well.
That
What?
collapse.
That was a
That's
bad
Harden, right?
collapse. Yeah.
That's definitely Harden.
Okay,
Yeah,
Harden.
Harden.
He's honest.
That was Harden. Because
That
Harden
one was a
tried to
bit
be
mad.
bitch about Chris Paul's importance to the team.
Yeah.
Chris Paul clearly was the leader of the squad.
Yeah.
Harden didn't like that. He's too used to having so much control of the squad. He wasn't liking it.
But you're getting your buckets though.
He was also getting the blame. So when he still gets the blame, but he no longer has the responsibility. It's not even his team anymore. He started acting out.
No, but it's his team. It's just he's not the leader.
He didn't feel like his team.
Yeah,
That's why he started literally on the court. He was acting out. Playoffs and regular season, he was acting out.
Oh, what? You talking about that clip where you saw them two arguing as well?
Yeah, I think
yeah,
I think his
it's not
attitude
the
just
argument.
stinks.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
it
it's-
is.
He
Yeah,
argues-
it is that.
Nah.
yeah, his attitude just
Nah,
stinks.
'cause
I haven't
it is
seen him in a team where his attitude's been great.
The
He's a
whole-
diva.
no,
Whole
no,
season.
He's a
no.
diva.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
had-
Yeah, he's
had-
definitely a diva.
He
Yeah,
can have
yeah.
he can have a good attitude because him and Chris Paul argued the season when we went to Game 7 against what's it called, against the Warriors.
That's what CP's level headed.
It's the problem is when he gets to a point where he's like, I don't feel like this is what I want to do. You see him, he stops cutting.
Yeah, it's
he
the
stops
attitude.
walking
That's
out.
that's a
Yeah,
that's a
And
man
then
of
he's
attitude.
gone. When he's gone, he's gone,
He's
innit?
gone.
Yeah.
He just has a problem. As soon as Chris Paul was gone and we brought Russ in, all of a sudden James Harden's good again. He's doing backdoor cuts with Russell Westbrook all of a sudden. He hadn't done a backdoor cut in backdoor. What did I say? He hadn't done a backdoor cut in 5 years. Russ comes, he's doing backdoor cuts all of a sudden. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
But he didn't even let Russ simmer in. Like Russ got injured, came back in the playoffs, played injured. Next season, run it back.
Oh no, but that was they both decided.
That was a collective. They both said, we need to
They,
both.
they
move
said
on
it was
from
both, but I feel like it was
think
still
it's
Harden.
Harden.
Like
Yeah.
started that
Mate,
conversation.
I
Like,
thought
yeah.
it was
Pretty
a
sure
more
that was
percentage
Russ.
Harden, but I think that one there was more. But instead of it being a hissy fit and saying I don't want this guy, it was more of a conversation because they're
Yeah,
cool.
because they're boys, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so it was like, alright, cool. You know what? This ain't.
And as well, Daryl was gone. Mike D'Antoni was gone.
But why did
And
they
the
even get
owner
rid
was
of
different.
Capella though, man?
For Westbrook.
Spacing, yeah.
Yeah.
Westbrook. They wanted him to get into the lane
As
easier.
soon as Capella went, Westbrook started going.
Yeah, he averaged 27
Yeah.
that season.
That was great.
Yeah.
Then when playoffs came, nigga, on.
Like Jermaine said though, Russ was injured in the playoffs. So by the
Yeah,
time
yeah,
we got to
so-
playoffs,
LeBron
he
was
all that
bullying
time.
that boy.
I ain't never seen someone get
LeBron
blocked so
was
hard, man.
bullying him.
This is where also
Oh.
I also get confused about because you saw what you done to Westbrook in
Yeah.
that season, and yet you still brought him on.
Yeah.
He went from the free, and he was even LeBron was even talking trash and laughing at him as well, and he was at the free. He was stressing, "You better guard me from out here," and LeBron's laughing, but you still brought him on.
He said that when he was down 20 though. That's what killed me. that's why that was so
Wait,
funny.
in LeBron's defense, though, Kobe did the same thing with Ron Artest. Like, he played him the year before against Houston, and they were trash talking, like going at it. And then next year he brings Ron, and they win a ring. So maybe it was that logic there. Like, you're not afraid of me, so you can play with me. You feel what I'm saying? But it didn't work.
got Lance Stevenson too with him, I guess, because
No, that was money. We just didn't have money.
I don't-
That was a great time in the Lakers. Lance Stevenson, great time. Lance
Lance in the
Stevenson,
Lakers,
JaVale
though.
Air guitars and all
Hey,
that.
I miss Lance in the Lakers.
That was a great time. JaVale McGee as well.
I missed
he's-
JaVale, you know.
Yeah, oh,
Missed that nigga.
that is a happy right now. That is a very happy right now.
This is you guys really know how to fumble. Like, you guys both fumbled the bag. I mean, we're on our way there, but you guys have you guys have fumbled.
you've already fumbled it. Let's be
Yeah, the bag's been
Wait,
fumbled.
you
bro.
Wait, who?
Brooklyn?
Listen, part time.
Oh, that's there. Dark
Somebody
times.
from last season, from when KD's foot was too big to make a free, you fumbled it. That's when it was
I
fumbled.
can't blame Brooklyn for any of this, you know. I can't.
Nah,
even
I
lie.
can't.
I
I
can't
blame
blame
James
Brooklyn for any
I
of
don't
this.
blame. You blame James
Yeah,
Harden.
James Harden started this, and then it was
Do
Kyrie.
not blame James Harden.
I blame Brooklyn for a lot of it as well.
Well, Brooklyn.
Yes.
Yeah,
What do you blame?
just
There's
because.
so
I
much.
think they should have stuck with D'Lo and them boys.
So much.
Oh, yeah,
no,
that was a
no,
great
no,
time.
no. But obviously, just real quick, where we fumbled is when we guided our team for James Harden, because that team before
Yeah.
James
That's
Harden
exactly what I
was
said, yeah.
so balanced. We just had to
Yeah,
stick
you didn't
with
need
it.
a third superstar.
We didn't need it.
Did not
But
need it.
then, obviously, we got James Harden, and what happened, how it was happening, how it was dominating.
Yeah.
It was seeing, okay, cool.
And you couldn't pay everyone, to be fair, because Levert would have wanted money, Allen would have wanted money,
Exactly.
Dinwiddie would have wanted money. So yeah, I
But
get
then
it,
it's
I
like
get it.
that season is so tough, because then it's like, okay, Harden gets injured first game, round 2, boom, but we're still smacking the Bucks. Then
Kyrie goes down.
Yeah.
yeah, due to Giannis's attack, I'm still blaming us. I don't care. Bro, no, listen, I don't. Listen, Kyrie's hand. I slowed it down. I zoomed in. I screenshot it. I made sure just to make sure that I'm not going.
Are you saying you think Giannis did that attention?
100%. Listen. Kyrie's
Remember
hand.
he supports though,
Listen,
innit?
listen. Kyrie's hand, yeah. This is the rim. Kyrie's hand was above the rim. That's going in, no matter what. Why is then Giannis running underneath?
No, but Giannis plays at 100% though. It doesn't matter.
100%. That's
It
yeah.
doesn't matter.
Can't fault that.
Yeah.
Of course, but that ball's going in.
Yeah.
What are you going to get? The ball under the basket. What are you going to get? What are you going to
I've
get?
seen Giannis get dunked on so many times for nothing.
But
You know what I'm saying?
Giannis
So
wasn't-
that's him though. That's
Giannis
him.
wasn't near Kyrie when he was up there. As he's coming down, then Giannis decides to go boom like a snake. We all know what the snake done with Adam and Eve. Yeah? So I'm just saying, we gotta really, we really have to.
I don't know who's worse, you or you. I don't know who's worse, bro.
Must have a snip in Ebro that ankle. Right?
Oh,
That's
yes, please.
crazy.
That is hilarious.
I'm gonna disregard that because that's a wild conspiracy. And I can't put no credence on that. That's a Nigerian man we're speaking about as well. So I'm gonna leave him alone.
That was the Greek side.
But, nah, I can't. The trade, Brooklyn should have never made the trade for James Harden. That was a stupid trade in hindsight.
Yeah,
In hindsight,
But
at
I
the same
understand
time,
why they did.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
understand.
yeah.
understand.
I wouldn't have
And
traded
in
him.
all
I would have told
honesty-
James, you're playing out your contract, bro.
I can't lie, right now.
So if you want to play us, play us.
Fatsu James Harden, man.
Oh, sorry.
Fatsu
But
James
no,
Harden.
but right now, I think it's probably the best move they could have made because you
Yeah.
got Ben Simmons out of that, and if you lose Kyrie and KD, at least you're gonna have Ben Simmons left over from all of this now.
It's a very
That's
positive
a lot,
outlook.
That's a lot better than what it would have been if they lost Kyrie.
Are you happy
and
with Ben
KD
Simmons as your
and
superstar?
nothing. Better than Kyrie, bro.
Would you be happy?
Not as my superstar, my third guy, yeah, but not as my superstar. I know where we're going with him as my superstar. First round, maximum. First round.
It's tough,
That's the
man.
East. You might get second round depending on the year.
Yeah, depends on who you're facing. Yeah,
In fact, it's the East. You could get to the Western Conference Finals. Look at
no,
Atlanta.
but the East is better now.
But look at Atlanta. Well, not last season, but the season before. They made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
That's true.
No, but that was.
Against good teams.
Yeah.
They beat good
Yeah,
teams.
it was
to
good
get
teams.
there.
That's
They-
a one shining moment situation, though.
I was
just
gonna
saying.
say,
Did
yeah.
it though.
In the East, I think that can happen.
'Cause
Wait,
they-
who did they beat? They beat Philly.
They beat
They
Philly.
beat New York.
They shouldn't have
New
beat
York
Philly. They
and
beat New
Philly.
York.
Yeah, Philly was
I'm not-
bad.
And
I'm
then
not
they
really
took
New
the
York.
Bucks to 6 games.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Trey
Yeah.
got injured
They
as
beat
well.
Washington.
Yeah.
They beat Washington, but it was Washington with Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook. And that's actually pretty impressive to beat those two.
Who?
Nah.
Who?
I'm not giving them that.
Russell Westbrook and
Who
Bradley
beat them?
Beal.
Who?
Atlanta.
No, Philly
No,
beat them.
Philly beat them.
Then
Yeah.
who did Atlanta?
They faced
They
the
faced
Knicks,
New York,
then Philly,
and
then
Philly,
the
and
Bucks.
then yeah.
Oh, okay.
They shouldn't have beat Philly. That was their big win. But that was
Yeah,
Ben Simmons.
that was
collapse as
that
well.
was an
They should have beat the
overachievement.
Bucks because Giannis went out. They should. That's who they should have.
Trey
Bucks
went
was
out
just
first.
one
Trey
of
them.
went out, but then
Yeah.
the thing is, what happens is that team was built so great that Drew
Yeah.
and Middleton bossed it.
Middleton,
Middleton.
my
Bossed it.
respect so
Middleton,
much. So
Middleton
much.
wasn't even like he was obviously he's down, but Middleton was like, I got like 15 extra shots now.
yeah, he's
I'm
about
about
to
to
eat.
eat.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
I'm
about
about
to
to
eat.
eat.
He's a bucket,
He
bro.
was I've never seen someone so happy to eat before, man.
Yeah.
He was hungry, man. He was hungry.
24 in the finals, bro. Averaging 24 in the finals. That's impressive.